Hey, Renegade Nation, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. We're about to start day 8 on Stitzer. We've got some tillage to do. As of right now, I don't have anybody in here with me, but that could change. Never know. But with that being said, let's jump down to the farm. I want to try something a little different today. You guys will have to let me know what you think. So we're down to the farm. The one thing I want to do is I want to try to add that camera, and I'm going to go with the lights off. So you do have that little bit of a view. I keep getting told that people will like that. I don't know. We'll see. Mama A Twisted John Franks, welcome in, guys. I definitely appreciate you guys being here. Slow but sure, we're learning. I did learn one today. This is going to sound dumb because I'm sure most people know how to do this. I figured out how to get the pictures off of my phone onto the PC. There again, may not be big to a lot of people, but to me it was really cool because I've never been able to do that. That gives me the ability to put some different thumbnails up on some of these streams and try to get that stuff figured out. But slow but sure, I'm getting there. But so on the farm here, the cornfield we're in here, this is the last of the corn stalks we've got to chisel. Once this is done, all the chiseling for the year is done, and at that point we simply jump in and we start knocking out the cultivating. I've got some fields that need cultivated and what have you. For we got to cultivate all the ground we chiseled, but then we've also got to cultivate the ground going to corn, because I don't want to no-till any corn stalks. We had a really nice column mulcher on this farm. It was a brilliant column mulcher. We used one on our farm IRL for a long time, and it did not work on this map. We had a lot of issues with it just absolutely shutting off on us and what have you. So it wasn't going to work over here. So we do have the Will-Rich cultivator. We got one other nice cultivator, or well, I guess it's a small one. But if we do end up with someone else jumping in, we can always pull that up. I got so daggone many. There we go. I got so many different maps going. I got different things going here. It's just fun. Mom A, dead serious. I left Coburn's last night a little before 12:30, and at 1 o'clock I was asleep. I mean, I was out. I did not take any medicine. No tramadol. No the muscle relaxer. I did not take that. I didn't even take Tylenol. Went to sleep. Slept good. I woke up about 11:20 this morning. I got lots of sleep. I know the muscle relaxers from the day before is what had me so daggone groggy. But I was hurting. And I was hurting bad. And that was my biggest issue last night, is just how bad I felt. But I feel real good right now, which is a good thing. Day's not over yet, but I do feel good. But thank you much for asking. I definitely appreciate that. Holy smokes. So just basic back and forth, guys. Back and forth, just packing on hours. I'll be here in live till right around 5 o'clock. I do have to run and do a grocery pickup real quick. I need to run down, get that picked up, get it brought back, and honestly, we will probably even try to go live again this evening, as long as my legs are feeling good. But Mom A, when we set up for the fair, it was the same exact thing. I come back that first day and I felt horrible. Absolutely, positively horrible. And Okay, that's got to stop. I don't know if you see, but I got a monitor keep shutting off on me. That wasn't good. Okay, so hopefully we got our monitor back. I did want to pop into a live now channel in Discord just in case Demonic or Schwoke catches me. But no, I felt so bad after that day that you know, it was day 2 that I actually felt good. You know, I got some mowing done. Day 1 I started mowing, and I think there's 4 yards I mow, and I think the 3 are actually the same size or a little smaller than that 4th one. It's the big one. And I had mowed the 2 up on the highway, which is 2 of the small ones, and then our house, which is the 3rd small one. And I'm telling you, I felt bad. I felt bad. All I did was set my ass on a lawnmower. I mean, I didn't do anything else. And when I went to mow day 2 and do that big yard, oh, I felt good. I even got the tree that fell down hit the side of our house. I got a fair amount of the limbs of that drug over to the fire pit and got some of them burnt. I mean, I got through stuff, but it took that second day to get there. Graham, how are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday, buddy. Oh, slow but sure. I always say you don't have enough sleep, but your body will make you when you neglect sleep. Well, it borderline did. You know, it told me last night I was just whipped, and I was dead serious. I almost ended stream at 10 o'clock and just raided into Cobra and called a night there, because I was grumpy. I wasn't myself. I was not only physically beat, but I was emotionally beat too. I mean, I had a lot of stuff in my head going on, and wasn't feeling too hot. But you know, a good night of sleep and what have you, you do feel better for sure. I sometimes wonder on this chair if I raise it up some, lower it some, if that makes a difference. These chairs are the Secret Labs chairs are not super soft. They're very firm, and the one I got, instead of getting the leather, I went with the cloth option. I honestly felt that the cloth option would be a lot cooler, and there are times I think it definitely is, and there are times I think it isn't. You know, when you go out in the garage and you set, I used to have a Vertigear, and it was a good chair, don't get me wrong, but when I go out in the garage and set on that, and your legs start sticking to it and what have you, I realize I'm glad I went with cloth rather than leather this time. Leather was definitely easier to clean up, but it's just comfortable. I don't know. I do still have the 1086s out here, because the other night Schwoke and I were both on this map, and it's out here now. The chisel plow on it is a little bit smaller, so I really don't need it out here. I'm going to run the bigger one. I can probably go ahead and run this one. Oops, I didn't mean to go that way. I meant to go that way. We can probably go ahead and take this and then run it back to the house. Just get it out of the way, because we'll be down here before long. The chisel actually looks bigger, but then again, it don't have the duals on it. I'll run that bigger one, and we'll get this knocked out and go from there. Schwoke put end rows on down here, and I normally don't do that. In real life, you wouldn't do that, because when you get to the end, you don't want to bounce around them. I mean, I understand why he did it. You know, cultivating and that, yes, that's the first thing you do. But when you're out with a chisel plow, that's generally something you don't really do. There's the 1486 on the big cultivator. We do have a smaller cultivator over here in the barn. It'll be right at the front there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down there, Ramrod. Let's back this guy into the barn. Nice snowy day. Second day of December. We're on 3-day months here. Now you got to be careful you don't run it through the back of the barn. Nope. Guys, that was my pedal sticking again. That's something else I probably should try to do today. I'm going to disassemble them. I'm going to swap my clutch and my brake pedal out. We got most of the tractors in here, but I'm going to swap them two out and then change them in the settings in Farm Sim. And yeah, right there. I'm not going backwards. See, I'm not going backwards again. That's the reverse pedal sticking, and I don't know how to make it stop sticking. Nothing I've done has worked. So now we got that out of the way, we'll jump in here and get this going. I don't know, that other cultivator is so daggone small. I mean, it would have been our old school cultivator. I don't know if two of us get in here, do we just run the two that way, or not positive. But the boring days of farming here. I don't know what it is, but Orange Dream Sickle Stock. Yeah, I actually got an email on that the other day, midnight. Advanced GT is pretty good with sending me any updates or anything like that. So if you ever have a question on something, don't be afraid to ask. But they sent it like 2 days ago. The problem is, midnight, I didn't even look at email till last night. I went through and got all the email and everything cleaned up and caught up, because I just haven't touched it. But how are you doing today, bud? Actually, right now I'm just on, this is straight water. I did refill all my water this morning. I'm going to have to get out to Dollar General, get some more. I buy their gallon jug for $1.85. And then I split it into 4 of these 32-ounce bottles. And I like their water. And $1.85 divided by 4, I mean, that's less than 50 cents a pop. That's a lot cheaper than any other bottled water I'm going to get. Our water here out of the fridge, I understand it runs through a whole filter and all, but I don't care for it. Just my opinion. I'm not real big into it. So that's the whole reason I do the Dollar General thing. I know I had somebody ask me the other day, well, isn't buying all that Voss water expensive? I bought that Voss water one time. I filled that bottle 50 times. I actually took the bottles this morning and went through. Anytime I finish one, I always rinse it out real good and try to wipe the top off a little bit, and then I'll refill it, throw it in the fridge. But I went this morning and I actually cleaned the tops of them good, cleaned the actual where you screw it on, both in the cap and the bottle. I cleaned the snot out of them. I had one last night that I went to take a drink of, and the lid didn't smell right. It smelled funny. And I thought, no, it's time for another cleaning. I probably ought to just do that every time, but I haven't been able to find the plastic Voss water bottles anywhere. The big ones. I found the small ones, but I can't find the big ones anywhere. If I could find 6 of them, maybe 8 of them big ones, I'd cycle the bottles through. The ones I've got, I'd go ahead and get rid of, and I'd put the new ones into play. But I can't find them. You know, I think I saw them on Amazon, but for 6 bottles, they want like $6 a bottle. Well, no offense, I'm not paying that. I can generally find them for $2.25, $2.50, which in my opinion is still expensive for bottled water. But when I'm going to use that bottle and refill it, You know, I said 30 times. I'll bet I've refilled these. In 6 bottles, you're going through. Let's say I'm going through 2.5 a day. So over 30 days, that's say 75 times divided by 6. I'm running through them 12 times a month, cycling through them, and I've had them 6 months, 6 times 12, 60, 72. So let's just say in the neighborhood of 70, 75 times I've used each bottle. Yeah, I can justify that to get that many uses out of them. I've also heard that plastic bottles, when you keep reusing them, they eventually start to break down. And I know I started doing this with the Aquafina bottles, and I think they did. They started breaking down, but they were breaking down after 5 or 10 uses. You know, the drink just didn't taste right. It had a funny taste to it. And with these Voss bottles, I don't know if it's just better plastic or if it's just my mind or what it is. They're a lot better than what the other ones were. So, you know, I don't know. I ain't sure how I ended up over here. But I just saw he went live. It's weird that he's live playing Call of Duty and she is playing Farm Sim. He's just spinning. I'm not sure what he's got going on. Don't know. We will see. Another thing I'm trying to figure out over here is time to go live. What time do you go live to chase those elusive hours, to do that sort of thing? You know, we're slowly watching our subscribers climb, which, you know, we need to get to 500. We're definitely not there yet, but you know, we're climbing every day. And I mean, this map here, we are exclusive over here on YouTube. So you're not going to see us playing this map anywhere else. Why are you not coming on? I want to let him know he's still on Farm Sim. And bingo. It'll feel good. I mean, we made it through the first year harvest. We definitely got some money here. I have not checked the condition of the animals today, so let us check that real quick while we run across 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we're still at 240, 80% reproduction, puberty, 60% reproduction, 60% reproduction, 40% reproduction, 20% reproduction. Which it's these guys right here. We're probably going to let them have. I'm guessing next month they will go ahead and they will drop their young'uns, and then we'll probably sell that 30 off at that time, because I'm not sure how many sheep we can keep in here. I don't know. How are you doing, Maincraft? Yeah, I'm not positive. I mean, I honestly thought I heard 128 was the most you can have, but heck, we got 240 in that barn. So I need to do some figuring, but we'll have some more money come in there. We've got a boatload of wool to sell, but we're not going to sell that wool. And I hate to say it, I got to come up here and look again. But we'll sell that wool in April, May. Try to get the best bang for the buck on it. We do have a flatbed. We can deliver them. We do not have a trailer that we can haul the animals with, and I'd kind of like to get that. Hey, Klein, how are you doing? I am glad to see you here. Klein, this is the map, the projects that you're working on for me. This is the map we're wanting to use them for. This farm here is a hardcore old school international harvester / gleaner farm. On the farm right now, we're up here on the north part, and you can see we're right here now. And you're gonna have to give me a second. I'm gonna have to bounce here and turn around. I don't care to run across the road and end up in a fence. You know, it wouldn't be the first time I've done something like this. Okay, let's try this one more time. So we had corn here. There's actually a divider right in here. We had corn here and we had corn here. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 fields of beans. So now this field here goes to corn next year. This field here goes to corn next year, and this field here goes to corn next year. So this one, and this one will be beans back to beans. We don't have to touch them. I'm working on getting this last field of corn stalks plowed, so then all 3 fields will be chisel plowed. This in here, we use that column mulcher, and there's just not enough twist in it. It would not stay on the ground. So we already sold it, but we'll break the cultivator out and cultivate the 3 of them that we got chisel plowed, and then we've also got to cultivate this one and this one. And then once that's done, it's time to get some lime down. Without the precision mod on here, I mean, I don't know. I guess we could drop some fertilizer on the ground that's going to corn, do some of that, but I'm just downloading stuff and also able to work stuff in the truck. And yes, use your code for I appreciate that for Farm Sim 22 or 25. Fine. And you know, I don't understand why, but every time you come in, I'm assuming that it's right there at the weekend. It's only Tuesday. You've still got a few days on the road here. Actually, at 2:13, are you done? It's 2:13 my time. Are you done driving for the day, or you still at it? It didn't even hit me that was oops. Oh, we ain't gonna say a word. We're just gonna keep right on moving. We're gonna move on like nothing ever happened. Oh lordy. Hey yo, Mac Power, how are you doing? I wonder if Chatty would work on YouTube. I'm sure it would, but can I set it up both ways? Because on YouTube, chat is not as crazy as what I'm used to. I almost could shut Chatty off on the other channel because I'm just so used to looking at chat, where on YouTube I get into the game and I'm not paying as much attention to chat. Hey, oh, Faber, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Faber's here, so I got to hit that button right there. He told me, he's like, hey, dude, you need to start putting something like that in chat. So I got it on a button on the stream deck now. Hey, I'll tell you what, everyone in here, I feel a lot better than I did last night. I got some amazing sleep. I went to bed. I checked out of Coburn's last night about 12:30. 1 o'clock I was in bed. I was out. And I didn't get up till about 11:20. And I'll be honest, I think I would have slept a little more, but I had somebody that was saying, hey, you have two options here. You take me outside to pee, or I'm peeing in the kennel. Yeah, we took her outside. Doing all right. How are you? I am living the dream, buddy. Nah, parked since close to 3 hours, here to stay, maybe 60. Ouch. You somewhere where you're unloading, Klein, or? Hey, Sparky, how are you doing? That is snow, and it's not falling now. It just stopped. It says it's supposed to snow all day, but on my screen it has stopped. What is this? You come in and snow stops? Is that how this works? Here we go. We're going to bump across the end rows. Oh, you'll see the other down at the other end. I was on the 1086 with a smaller chisel plow, and Schwoke was on this one, but down there I had a little oopsie. You can see where I wasn't paying attention. I got out in the other field. We'll have to cultivate that strip. We can't plant across that. Snowed here. It snowed in Vermont yesterday? No way. Truck stop near the Autobahn. Gotcha. It's magic. I made sure I took the pups out and let them play a little bit outside, and then I brought them in, fed them, so that I'm good on that. I won't have to feed them again until I come back from doing the grocery pickup. I'll have to feed them again then. But we'll get them fed, and we'll get the groceries picked up. And honestly, I'm like I said earlier, I think I'm gonna go back live again this evening here on this side, and just keep chasing hours down. Going and getting that stuff will get me out for a little bit. I do need to check when I'm down there. I need to walk in and just check. Today I got the green M&M. No, actually there were quite a few people talked before you, Klein. I actually think the first person was Mama A. But I do need to check on Glimmer Pride. I'm 99% sure my prescription's up, but I actually yesterday was my last Glimmer Pride, and that is my sugar medicine. And probably ought to, even though I still don't think that's the right medicine for me, I should have something. You know, it is what it is. On J Peak, one of the biggest ski resorts here. No accumulation, just a few flakes. Yeah, but that was snow. It started. Schwoke hadn't killed the sheep. Nope, he has not killed the sheep. I honestly think in time, he'll be willing to feed the daggone things. What do you think of that? No, I got them IRL green M&Ms. Another. Oh, gotcha. No, I thought you meant the other way of getting the green M&M. I think when we do the update, I believe I'm going to go in. I'm going to landscape this a little better, make it look a little bit nicer through the yard. I mean, it looks kind of shaggy right now the way it is, but I think I want to fix that. I'm not going to spend 3-4 hours fixing it all now, because I've got a feeling I'm going to have to do all the grass that's up there, clear down the lane and then down the road a little ways. And I don't really want to spend that much time in here when I know that there is going to be an update coming that adds the precision and all that to this map, and to turn around and just do it again. I don't want to do that. No, I know I'm late. Just teasing a bit. Oh no, you're fine. Kyle Regan, how are you doing? Welcome in. Message retracted. I've never seen that before. That's a new one. We buying some more fields before the update or waiting? We're probably going to buy more. Yeah, we're not done. I know the direction I'm going. When we get through with these small rows here, I'll show you the direction I want to go. It's probably not the direction anybody anticipated. I'm trying to prevent myself from buying any other animal farms and that. I want to stick with just straight farms. We can probably do it right now. So I'm looking at possibly down in here. Actually, I think I can hit farmland. So I'm looking like down in here, along here. I'm probably going to start right here and then come down and do it that way. That's just my thought. Okay, dumb question. You guys know I'm new to YouTube. This is kind of a new adventure for me. So when you type a message in chat and then all of a sudden it says message retracted, what does that mean? Someone said hi and then decided they didn't want to say hi. I don't understand. That's just kind of a new one to me. I've actually never seen that before. Looks like a lot of grass you can mow and bale. I want to get in. I want to continue to have grass I can mow and bale. That's another thing that we talked about getting here on the farm is a wrapper. I'd like to find a wrapper that's a little older, and I haven't had any luck doing that. Most of the wrappers you find are brand new, and they don't fit this time frame. Yep, that's what it means. When's the update? It's supposed to be the third week of September is supposed to be the update, Mac. You can remove a message. Oh, I didn't remove anything. Faber, your expertise is needed. Yeah, he already answered me. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have a setting. If you want out, need more blue, I have experience. If you want older wrapper. Yeah, well, Klein, think about it. We didn't do a lot of wrapping and bales back in this time period. I was looking for old wrappers this weekend, didn't see any. I mean, I've been through King Mods, I've been through Mod Network. That's about the only two outside sources I'm very comfortable with. Most of the other outside sources I'm not super comfortable with. Person posting message can remove their message. Yeah, I guess I didn't know that was possible. I thought like once it's out there, poof, it's out there. If you want or need more blue, I am available and I have experience. What do you Faber, I'm lost. I don't know what you mean by wanting blue. Yeah, that's what I mean. Old wrappers are rare, even IRL. So we may have to go with a wrapper that's a little newer. Something else we decided, I don't know if he'll change it in the update, but we cannot bale all of our corn stalks and all of our bean stubble. We cannot bale that because the amount of money you can earn from that will ruin the challenge and will ruin it. Had we baled everything this year, it'd have been ruined already. It'd have been a lot of work, but it'd have been ruined. Gotcha, Coburn. Or hey, Coburn, how are you doing? I retracted. Oops, hold on here. I retracted my message. I didn't remember my actual name would be my username on YouTube. Oh, I didn't. Okay, Pretender, I didn't know that either. I just, when I seen it happen, it kind of scared me. I thought, oh, did I say something wrong already? Moderators are blue on YouTube, so we call it blue. Gotcha. I had no clue. Faber, you're talking like up here over my head. Yeah, I call them moderators. Yeah, you guys get too technical on me, and I'm like, what? Huh? I was saying earlier, I just figured out how to get pictures off my phone and onto the computer, and that amazed me in itself that I got that taken care of. Now I've got a lot of different content that I can use as thumbnails and such. Nah, you're fine. I'm just not as tech savvy as some of you guys are. Keep in mind, when I was your age, we didn't have this technology. Not even close to this technology. My dad always talks when he was young, you know, he would go out in the yard and I think he said he had one toy tractor, but like the combine, well, that was a stick. He'd push a stick around the yard, and that was the combine when he was playing his farming. It's just interesting how things have changed. I'd love to have it was a semi that my grandpa had, and I played and played and played with it when I was young. It was a Jolly Green Giant semi, and we're talking that on the cab of this thing, I mean the cab fenders and everything were rounded off. It was an old school truck. I'm sure it's worth some money now. I'd love to have that back. No, Pretender, you don't have to apologize. I'm learning. I'm just learning. I'm not that much younger. I'll tell you what, as you get older, the way you feel, it amplifies itself. You know, I did send a message to Schwoke last night because I think I frustrated him when we were on the whole thing of the eye appointment and that. You know, and it's until I get my beans off, guys, I've just got to be careful with where I spend money at. And I was kind of praying that I could get my contacts to make it to that point in time. And if I can do that, everything's fine. I'm going to do the eye appointment and just pay cash for it. And I'll do the contacts. And what they need to understand is if I can get my contacts through 1-800-CONTACTS at I think 225, I'm going to do that if they're at 250. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's hurting. What in the world? They're playing. I finished one of my big water bottles earlier, and I went to give it to him, and he was, you know, like, okay, I don't know that I want. Man, she come tearing through underneath my leg. She's like, I'll take it. That's my water bottle. Hey, Brandon Bradshaw, how are you doing? Welcome in. So it had been an interesting day thus far. I honestly figured either Demonic or Schwoke would see me. I know Smethwick won't. Hey, whoa. I hit the wrong button. So there's another piece we got to cultivate. Putting the reserve side panel in was a godsend. That really worked. I like I said earlier, I'm going to take the pedals. I'm just going to pull them apart again, and I'm going to swap the clutch and the brake over. So what is currently the clutch will be in the same position that the brake was in. And then I'll just go into the game and I'll make it where the clutch is actually the brake and try to fix it that way. I mean, I've never used the clutch. It should be good. There's Trouble. How are you doing, buddy? How are you feeling today? But no, I had sent him an apology and said, hey, you know, it just wasn't a good day yesterday. So many other things that was going on, and it just come down on me pretty hard. But we got through it. A lot of sleep helped. You know, I said I slept that long. I did wake up. I woke up and had to go to the bathroom, and generally when I do that, I'll jump in here and just check my tabs. And we had two stream team members that were on. So I jumped in and I did chat with them. I was probably in here 15 minutes. And then I went back to bed then. Hey, sweetie. Good girl. But I feel a lot better now, I will say that. Same here, just woke up. Yeah, but see, here's my thing. Everybody that knows me and knows me well knows that if I'm going to go live, I want to give 110%. I want it to be the best show I can possibly do. And what I produced last night was not there. I had other things going outside that was affecting me. I was physically just annihilated. I thought hard about just not streaming last night, and then I thought, no, we can do this, because I do. When I get in here and I'm farming, and be it Smethwick, Schwoke, Demonic, Coburn, whoever, Mortar even comes in to get whomever in here and farm and chat and what have you, carry on and have a good time. I enjoy it. It makes me feel good. But I was so beat up last night, there was no feeling good about it. Well, Bradshaw, this is just a new adventure. I've made it very clear. I'm not going to leave the other place, but I'm going to try to make this work on both sides. And once I kind of get a little bit of a handle here, I'll put a schedule together for this side. But until then, I'm not going to worry about a schedule of any sort. It's just going to be as I'm able to. Kind of a surprise he's here. And I know things are different on the two sides. I know there's some things I can do over there that I can't do here. At some point, I'm gonna start tying in a couple of Farm Sim 25 giveaways over here. I'm 99% sure that's legal. We know you better than you think, and you don't need to be. I don't think I'm trying to be Superman Klein. I don't honestly. I don't think that's the wording. I am trying to set a good example. I'm trying to, always do the right thing. And you know what I'm saying? Happening in Twitch and YouTube, not really helping right now. Has been less than before, too much bad stuff. And Faber, that's what I got going on. See, the goat wants me to be Superman. Now, when I rip off the shirt, it's a red R that comes out, not a big S. But I love this game. I have a ball playing it. I actually think if I'm running that speed there, I'm going to slow this down a little bit so that I'm not picking up a whole boatload of speed on the ends. One thing that really touches me and makes me feel good is granted, I can't set and share DMs that people send after, we go off in the middle of the night. I get some really touching DMs in Discord. Some of them are nothing more than, hey, thank you. I get some where people kind of tell me a story about what's going on, and we get into a conversation about that. And for people to feel comfortable enough with me that they not only want to, but they're willing to share some of this private stuff, that makes me feel good. And I'll do anything at all I can to help anyone I can. And I mean, we kind of know that. Facebook in media channel. It is my incoming right now. I don't even hit the threshold. So Faber, I'm kind of in the same boat. We've learned that with my back doing what it's doing, with my legs doing what they're doing, The ability for me to go out and do what I've always done is not there. When I go out to get the combine ready, I'm definitely going to need someone to help me, you know, and when I put it away last year, I did it right. It was all cleaned up and nothing broke. Everything was good. But we'll have to pull it out. We'll have to clean it up again. We'll have to get it all greased up, get any chains oiled, and get through all that stuff. So I'll definitely have someone there to help me and have to pay them to do that. You know, this is stuff that 5 years ago I did it myself. I wasn't as fast. 10 years ago I did it myself, and I just tore right through it. I could have the combine ready in half a day. You know, and that includes pulling the combine out, pulling the bean head out, pulling the corn head out, and going through everything. You know, half a day I was done. Them days are past. You know, as you get older, they'll come back. I just need to be in a better state of mind. Others I rant about much live right now. That's not good streaming material. How touch? Well, at Faber, you know, as you and I get to know each other better, don't ever be afraid to send a DM. There are people in this room that have sent me DMs, and we have talked about IRL private stuff, and they can tell you that A, I'll be there, but B, I'm not going to share it with anybody else. You know, that's something between, you know, you and I. And if one thing I can say, I borderline am a jack of all trades. It's almost in my life I've done a little bit of everything, and a lot of experiences folks are going through. I may have been through something like that, and I can help. I do run into quite a few though that I have never been in that experience, and I'm honest. I'm not going to bullshit you. I will tell you the truth. Yeah, I missed a spot down there on the other end, Sparky. I'll get it when I do the end rows down here. Hey, and that's what I answered. I said September is a good date to visit Northeast Ohio. Give you a hand. I find that the whole thing is, the thing that's hard is no, every year it's different. You know, this year, you guys know, after a stream one night, I took the puppies outside and I wiped out, went down face first on landscape bricks, knocked myself out cold in the backyard, tore my back all to pieces, and so I was 2 weeks behind getting out there and getting the planter ready and getting in the ground. So my beans are 2 weeks behind where they should be. You know, I figure this Sunday for sure, because hopefully I can get a helper on Sunday. We'll go out and we'll see if we can't get the combine out, get the bean head out, and try to get through both of them and maybe get them hooked up and get it ready. You know, I'm good walking around and finding the greasers. I know where they are on the combine. By God, there's 100 of them on it. And I can do stuff like that. There is one greaser that's a pain in the butt to get to. It's a 2-person job. Same as a dairy farmer, lost a job when COVID hit. In the meantime, my back and knees went out. Now I'm on disability. What pays the rent? Faber, I'll be honest. I don't even have disability. I don't have that. And the thing about disability, you know, one thing that they're going to say is they're going to come down on me about what we're doing here on Twitch and YouTube. They're also going to come down on me with the farm. Well, in all honesty, when I go out the farm, you know, I put in 5-10 minutes, then I got to set for a bit, you know, get myself going. When we got my wife loaded up from the fair to get home, true story. I would bring the cart in. I would have to sit down for, I don't know, a minute. And then I could stand up, get 3 totes on it, take them to the trailer, get them in, and bring the cart in, sit down another minute. And that killed me. That's why I've been off. That's why I've been hurting that bad. In Mont Philly soon, dogs have to go because I can't pay their food anymore. Faber, don't give up like that. Do absolutely positively, don't you dare give up like that. I'll be dead honest. If we were to end up in that shape, I'd be eating nothing but ramen noodles to keep these guys, because I know the love you can get for pets, and just give it some time. Definitely give it some time. Mama, it is. I mean, you know, things that we used to just go out and go through. I've kind of changed. So my planter this year, you know, the few things I'm going to go do to it before I put it away, I have 3 rows that did not, 3 out of 23 didn't plant good. The other 20 rows planted good. Why mess with them? Leave them alone. I'm going to focus on rows, and I told you guys wrong the other day. It's 6, 10, and 20, and all 3 of them are on front pusher units. I'm going to go to them right there and figure out what's going on. And I got an idea. It could be the bushings and the pusher units, and indeed, if that is the issue, I'm going to fix that. We're going to pull the boxes. We're going to get the seed out of them. We will go through the boxes and the meters and that stuff. I can set inside and do that. I set inside in my chair, and I've got an air hose right there, and I can do them without moving. But we'll get them 3 rows fixed. We'll go ahead, we'll oil the chains and that stuff up, and then I'm putting it away. You know, normally I would go through every row looking for possible problems. I can go through every row, but I'm going to do it without tearing everything off. I don't want to, but might not have a choice. All I'm asking, Faber, is don't give up. I want to be honest, Klein. I did never know it went down. I mean, the channel's still there. I'm not saying that could be a good thing for a lot of people. You know, some people may, you know, 10 pounds would make a world of difference, where other people it's going to be a little more than 10. You know, and I'm not saying that would be a bad thing by any means. Yeah, something that's absolutely horrible is eating healthy. It's expensive. They've made it where, I mean, think about this. It's dead true. To go out and get a box of Twinkies versus a bag of carrots, it's cheaper to buy the junk food than it is to buy good, real food. You know, another thing with me, I do. There's not a vegetable out there I don't like other than peas. I cannot stand peas. But I love vegetables. And a lot of times it's the steamable way. You know, do the steamable. And that's actually not bad for me. And heck, you could go through 4 steamables a day. You know, and if you catch them on sale, they're not horrible. Actually, the Walmart brand steamables on the corn is really good. And you could eat 4 of them a day, 4 different meals. I mean, you're eating a decent sized meal, and that would work. I don't know what 65 kilograms is in pounds. I don't know the pound to kilogram. Nah, Faber, I think the issue he was going on there was actually me. You know, I know I don't understand. I go to the heart doctor, and he had me losing, was it 67 pounds since the last time I was in? You know, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty skinny. So, Faber, what is it you need to do to draw people in? What is it you can do that will bring people your way? You know, one thing I'm a firm believer on is you have to be yourself. when you go live, if you try to be someone that you are not, people will read that. When you go live and you're not having a good time, people will read into that. They will leave. I really should. I mean, I've been throwing some things out in the EOS Stream Team side, and trying to offer help there. I mean, it was really interesting. I received 2 DMs after the stream last night. I didn't get them till this morning, but they actually thanked me for going through and touching up with the lights while I was live, and they got the opportunity to see that and see how that would work. I don't know. I mean, my goal, anytime I do a stream, I want it to look like it's a produced television show. I want it to look like, you know, there was definitely time and effort that went in, and I put out the best product that I possibly could. You know, now I'll be honest, having that camera back there on and me sitting here in the dark, I don't know that is the best. This is all a learning experience over here. Honestly, don't know anymore. I played how I thought people wanted realistic, didn't bring in views. I play my best, doesn't really bring the views, so I am lost to what is wrong with my channel. Faber, let's do this sometime. Let's try to get a time where you and myself and I got someone else I want to pull in. I want to pull Coburn in. Coburn and I, through an old Discord, they used to do a lot of training and different stuff like that, and Coburn's got some really good ideas too. Let's sit down with the 3 of us and let's go through your stream. Let's pull a VOD up, and what I truly want to do, and keep in mind, I want to pick it apart, 100% pick it apart. There may be things that are very minute and aren't hurting at all, and there may be things like, ooh, we probably shouldn't do that. But let's see if we can do an entire revamp. I'm willing to sit down with you if you want to do that. You know, I think seeing you would be better. I give up watching someone because I would mention his volume was low and a few other things, and he would bite my head off and take my... And see, that's the thing. We got to be here for the viewers. Now, the only thing, Mac Power, that's really, really hard is we run into situations where one person says, hey, I can barely hear the music, and everyone else says, well, I hear it just fine. I have one person that will come to me often and say, hey, I can barely hear the music. And then I get 5 or 6 other people in chat say the music is beautiful. So what do? You got to try to find a happy medium. That's what you got to do. Was about to say EOS family help needed. Hold on a second. I'm going to try to get through this next part without absolutely losing it here. Trying to do better in listening to people only brought me confusion. Anyone didn't deliver at all. No, and Mac Power, I'm gonna be honest. The minute that happens, I'm gone. I am gone. 100% gone. So Faber might. Here's my thoughts. And I don't know. Coburn and I could sit down with you. I'm writing a check for Coburn here, and he's not even here because I know Coburn's at work right now. He's got his tab, but he may not hear us. I want to help you because I don't want you to have to get rid of your dogs. 100%. You don't understand how hard that hit me. I could not imagine having to face that decision. I can't tell you that all of a sudden you're going to have 100 people watching every stream, but if we can increase them numbers enough to get you where you can pull this off, that's what I want to do. And you got to understand, I've got all kinds of wild ideas, off the wall ideas. Coburn may too. And if there's something we say, hey, listen, what about this? If you don't think that's you, if that's not how you do it, then tell us. I 100% understand. Just because something worked really well for me or worked really well for Coburn doesn't mean it's going to work well for everybody. Mac Power, I'm in the same boat. 100%. And that's my offer to you, Faber. I'd like to sit down and I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever. Let's go to a VOD on Twitch. Let's go to a VOD on YouTube, and let's tear them apart, and let's see what's really good. Let's see what isn't good. Let's go that route. And see if there is something out there that we can do that will just make that little change. I have seen so many channels that just were very stagnant, just all of a sudden up and take off. And if we can do that and help you so that your dogs are taken care of by you, that's what I want to do. I understand you have to make sure that you yourself have food and nourishment and that. You have to have a house over your head. There are certain things you have to pay. You don't have a choice in that. Because if you can't help yourself, you can't help anybody or pet or anything else. So you have to have them ducks in a row and then go that route. Is that on YouTube or is that on Twitch? One big question is the time frame you're streaming. There's a lot of things that are in there. There's a lot of things that what you may find out, Faber, is you're going to have to do some testing, because you're going to find some things that, oh my God, that made a heck of a difference. You're going to find some things that, oh shit, we went the wrong way with that. That can be a thing. There is nobody at all that owns a certain time frame on any channel at all. I've been Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 11 since the day I started. I have never, ever changed. But I don't own them spots. Anybody can come in at any time. So there are, I got some ideas. Yeah, Coburn, I did see you sent that. I've got some ideas that we can look into. So I'm going to read this out loud, but Faber, this is straight from Coburn. Tell me when I am helping and I will be there. I have been listening this whole time. So I'm telling you, we will do anything we can to help you. I can't promise you that poof, everything's just going to explode and what have you. But I've got some things that may help you. And it could be the simplest thing. For me, Coburn knew me back in the Call of Duty days when I streamed Call of Duty. Coburn can tell you it was horrible. There was nothing pretty about it. It was horrible. And I had to make some changes, and I made them changes, and we went the right way, and it worked. Am I where I want to be right now? No, I'm not done. I want to go further. That's why I'm over here trying it on this side too. I've learned that you are not going to be able, and don't get me wrong, guys, I'm not looking to be a millionaire. I'm not looking to have a salary of $150,000 a year. I just want to be able to go month to month and not worry about being short. And with the farm, there are times of the year you do have money, and there are times of the year you don't. And if we have a leak pop in the roof, I don't want to have to worry about, I can call my buddy, he'll come down here and he'll fix it instantly. But I don't want to know him for 2-3 months to get him covered. That's the whole reason I'm over here trying to monetize this side as well as that side, and to make this go. And if I have to, I'm not afraid to go. I'm not afraid to go the TikTok route. I'm not afraid to go I'll go any route I've got to go to make this work. I'm not going to stop. But as far as the magic formula you mentioned, I'll be dead serious. There is a magic formula, but it's different for every person in every stream. When you go and you look at a guy like Dr. Disrespect, as a person, that man was amazing. What he did was 100% amazing. As Dr. Disrespect, I didn't like him at all. I thought he was a pompous asshole. And I definitely, I wasn't for that. But he made a character up. And he was that character every stream he went on. He would go to LA Laker basketball games dressed as Dr. Disrespect, and people knew him from that. That doesn't work for most people. 6 hours before East Coast. So on the TikTok side, the person that on TikTok that I would talk to if I was getting ready to try something big there, because I've got a TikTok account also. I've never went live with it, never done anything like that. But if I wanted to try to do something, the person I would talk to there is Blitzkrieger. Blitz is very good with that. I live kind of on East Coast time, so I believe I would be 1 hour behind that. It's 9 o'clock there, it's 3 o'clock here, so we're 6 hours difference between you and I. So we're 6 hours difference. But if we could find a time, as far as I'm concerned, I'm willing to sit down at the PC with my lunch and eat lunch. I don't know what Coburn will have going on, but we'll do it through DMs and Discord. And we'll find a time to sit down. And like I said, I can't promise a magic answer that poof, everything is great instantly. It's going to take time, and it's going to take effort on your part. And as long as you're willing to put that in, it'll come through, and it'll be fine. Me myself, I used to be. Out of every paycheck, I wanted to get a little something for myself, and it didn't have to be a lot. I didn't need to go out and buy a $200 pair of shoes every paycheck or anything like that. But I always wanted a little something to show that my efforts was worth something. And I went to a rental place one time, and I rented a stereo system. When I left the military, I had a heck of a home stereo. And I traded it off in pieces to get into car stereo. So I wanted a home stereo again. And for a while there, my thing I got for myself out of the paycheck is I made that payment, and I had that going on. And it worked. You know, it worked well. But, you know, I've been fortunate in a lot of this. If you have a new follow-on. Oh, thank you for that, Faber. Faber, I'm going to be dead honest with you. I myself have not been on TikTok in quite a while. I've actually still got TikToks or whatever you want to call them. I've got them ready to go on TikTok, and I haven't put them up yet. I haven't posted them. Looky here, guys. We're down to just the front end rows, and we got all the chisel plowing done. We'll jump in the 1486, and we're going to start cultivating next. But you know, I one rule of thumb that I was always told: for every hour you stream, you should spend 4 hours in other people's chats talking, and that can be very difficult. I mean, I understand this whole support thing, so I got to look over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 people on right now that I do communicate with, I do talk to, I spend time in their streams and what have you. Now, for me to go in there, only 2 people on that laptop can get credit for me being there in their stream showing support that way. I did spend this morning, I spoke with 2 EOS stream team members in their streams this morning, the average Viking and Loopy. You know, I got up early, I went to the restroom, I come in here to check the tabs and make sure they were on people I wanted to be in, and they were both on it, and I don't get a chance to catch them all the time based on the time they stream. So I sat down in here and I chatted with them for a bit. When I came in here, before I ever come and did this, I had 2 other people that I did do some chatting with them and what have you. But the problem is, even with that, I've got folks that were on. I'm not going to pull up 6 tabs just so everybody sees my name and thinks, oh, he's here. I'm getting credit for being here. It bugs me. So when you have 3 people up, what 2 do you choose? I try to talk from time to time. I don't want to take over chats and just talk. But I try to take my time and from time to time go to different people, and I try to spread it around and talk some in their chat and go that route. I think I get close to that. It helps a little bit now and then if people follow on Twitch. I stream on Twitch and TikTok at the same time. See, so with me, the reason I could actually do this stream here on Twitch and YouTube, but I don't. I want to keep this map as kind of a YouTube exclusive sort of map. So if you want to see the new Stitzer and what's going on, and I'm telling you, when he gets the precision in here, you know, I play as IRL as I possibly can. You know, I could bring trailers in here that auto pickup and make life easy, but I'm not. I have taken myself so far out of my comfort zone in this map, it's amazing. I don't do animals, and I'm sitting here with, what did I just say, 240 sheep. I don't bale grass, I don't pick grass up, I don't do any of that, and I'm doing it in here, and I'm telling you, I'm having a blast. On the way to a little 9-hole match, you're gonna get a hole in one. I hope you do, Hender. That would be awesome. I had to make my VIP in my stream a mod. Banned you on accident. Oh, wait a minute. I got banned from your stream? Hey, now, what did I do? You know, another thing that's real interesting. I'm not a dually man. I think that truck is ugly as sin. I'm running it in here. I generally like Chevy or Dodge. That's a Ford. I am taking myself so far out of my comfort zone in here that it is simply amazing. I am going to repair this before I put it away. You know, I do believe, my personal belief, and I'm listening to messages that I am getting, you know, DMs after streams. I have had people ask me not to move to new equipment, not to move to unrealistic equipment. They enjoy the old school equipment and the realistic gameplay that I tend to do. Needs to be a Lamborghini. Holy smokes, who is this cat? We got hashtag Team Austin in chat, guys. Austin, if I can ask, is it I believe you've got to be back this direction on Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. I'll be honest with you, I don't even have a Lamborghini in this map. Here's something else I cannot stand. The poles on this barn have no collisions on them. My God, if I'm backing this thing in and I hit the barn, I want to hit the barn. Let's get this back here. We'll get it put down. We'll get it unhooked. And I'm going to throw this tractor in the barn too. So the only thing I actually got out is the bean head, and I really don't have a place to put it right now. So every tractor we own is in this barn except for the 1486. Lovely. By the way, just a question. Are the Lexions working on the big farm? So here's the problem that I had, Klein. My PC, I could host, I got the horsepower to host 16 people and make it happen. But with the internet I've got, I can't do it. The internet will not. We went live the other night on that map, and we were only able to get who were we able? What do we have? 8 people, and that was it. We couldn't get any more than that in there. Okay, so now I wanna look at this and be sure, but yeah. So see here, we're kind of in a cultivated state. This field goes to corn. This field goes to beans. It's in a plowed state, so I need to get that plowed state knocked down. That's what we're doing here. And this is a 1486. But Klein, what I really need to do to that server or that game is I need to get that game on a server, and once we get it on a server, we're good to go. Then we can do that. Yep, looks like dirt. Yeah, it needs to be on a server. That's the only way that we're going to be able to play it. We've got our speed here at 20, so when we go to pick this thing up, we are going to take off like a rocket. Let's prevent that from happening. Farmer Austin has spoken. Looks like dirt. So Austin, are you still out west, or are you back around this area? Or let me know when you have time and I can make time. Faber, I'm liable to start a 3-way conversation in Discord between myself, Coburn, and you, and we'll see if we can't get a time nailed down. I'm gonna be honest, it may not be one time. It may be something where we sit down multiple times. Hendra, this one is not on a server. This one here is on my PC. Kinda wanted it that way for right now, so that I can kind of know where I'm at and when we do have time to go live over here on YouTube, know that it's ready to go, know what's happening and what have you. I know if I was to put it on a server, I wouldn't have to sit here and go nuts on it. You know, you get a guy like Schwoke, if I told him, hey, I wanted to be ready to plant the next day, and he walked in here, there's a damn good chance that everything would be ready to plant. He just gets in and he's a beast, an absolute beast. But we do have the 16-person servers up. I tried to reach out to Lead Dog the other night because he kind of had a vision of how everything was going to set, and he's using easy dev tools in there, and I'm going to be real honest, I do not know, I do not understand easy dev tools. He was like, well, yeah, you just do this. No, you don't understand. I don't know how to do that. I've never used easy dev, and I don't want to go in and screw something up. So I kind of held off a little bit, and I'll get a chance to sit down with Lead and try to get that figured out, so we can do this 24-hour 5,000 follower celebration. Oh, hold on one second, Hinder. Let me. I'm in Columbus now, heading to Cleveland tonight as appointment. Okay. I wasn't sure, bud, but thank you for letting me know. Setting up a list order. Makes me want to go back and play. I haven't played Farm Sim in months. Yeah, hey, Hender, that's nobody's fault but yourself. We're playing all the time, bud, and you know that. You know we got a love for this game. We got an addiction for this game. So yes, I know this next field also gets cultivated, but I'm going to do them individually. I'd like to get the 3 fields that were chisel plowed. Let's get them knocked down real quick. Get them taken care of. I think I'm going to do a 3rd pass over to that far corner. And we'll go put end rows on the other end too. You're not going to recognize me when I hop in. My voice changed dramatically finally. Really? I know you I know you ran a voice changer at one point, and I remember a conversation I had with you about said voice changer, and you were like, huh. And I was serious that night. I wasn't joking. Okay. Not, you got to speak English in this channel. You guys are talking about me behind my back. Actually, you're not. You're talking about me in front of my face. I want to know why that one spot right there did not chisel up. You see it? Or it didn't cultivate up. The entire cultivator went over it, but what is going on right there? Huh. Why will it not cultivate? That's going to bug me now. No, I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. You're going to jump on and go, hey guys, how are you doing? Yeah, this is Hinder. Vader, the wrestler? I know James Earl Jones passed away. You're talking Darth Vader. You're talking Darth Vader, as in James Earl Jones. Yeah, he passed away yesterday. I think I saw he was 92 years old, I believe. Currently referring to Portuguese, but douche. Ian Hart. Oops, hold on a second here. Let me get turned and get this set so we're actually doing the right thing. Portuguese, but German always be in my heart. Much time for a guilty pleasure band. I have no clue. I just woke up about a month ago and boom! Yes, 93. Yeah, I saw 92 or 93. I'm going to be dead honest. I didn't realize he was that old. I really didn't. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Yeah. Am I going to be on a server tonight? Probably not. Hendra, there's a good chance I'm going to be right back in this one here. And I don't know how far we'll get here. I'm only going to be here till around 5. Then I'm going to have to shut things off. I got to run to town and do a grocery pickup. And then once I get back home, and I'm sure Mom and I'll eat dinner, and then at that point I'm probably going to get back on here on YouTube and see if I can't push these hours a little further. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. You know, I keep popping up here. Oh, cool. Cool. I kind of have a little bit of an addiction to this map right now. I really do. I mean, to the point that we're mowing the yard a few times a year. The lane right here in the center that goes back to the woods, we're mowing it. We're mowing the paths through the woods. I'm having fun with this. I mean, I am running this as if this is an IRL farm and we are doing it IRL. You know, like right there, that may not have been IRL picking up as late as I just did, but I want to get the whole field, not miss pieces. Ouch, Heather. Oh, his English is better than his backing skills, but we still... I love it. Hey, Heather, how are you doing today? Yeah. Kind of like to chat. It's been a while. Hey, Hendra, I'm gonna be honest. Last time you come in to chat, you may have had too many illegal beverages, and it was very interesting to say the least. You may have had a few enough that you may not remember it. We all do. We were like, holy crap, is this kid smashed? What the world? He's too young to drink. Harvest right around the corner. Coming. Orange running 20%. We opened the field yesterday. So around here, my beans got put in about 2-3 weeks late. So I'm still at least a month off. But I need to go over and go ahead and get the combine pulled out and get it ready. Let's do the finishing touches on the planter. Get it put away for the winter, be done with it. And I am dealing now granted, this is all through the farm. It's going to take a loan to pull it off, but my cultivator like this one here it's in rough shape. It's got a couple spindles. I mean, it got us through spring. Dad's been complaining it's going to fall apart. No, it's got a spindle bad. And I mean, I can keep going and continue to put new bearings on it, and they're just going to spin out in a year's time. But there is a chance I may be getting a new cultivator, and if I do, I'll get out there. I'll get some pictures and everything and get them posted, so you guys can see that. But that'll be another journey that we're on here. Hey, I popped over to look at your message, Coburn, and I never popped back in the Discord. I just want to pay attention where if someone does come in and want to jump in, they're more than welcome. Hey, Average, how are you doing? Welcome in. You don't remember? Got to back up delivery and ATS, which I have not done. Hey, Heather, wasn't the first time. I remember watching Coburn trying to back a semi and ATS, and I'm dead serious. he hit everything in the parking lot except for the dock. I mean, he wiped out everything. A little I learned in university for 1 year. You're fine, Austin. Doing okay. Shoulders are sore between allergies and the wildfire smoke. I haven't heard anything about wildfire smoke. I don't know that I've seen the haze we usually see. Definitely not saying they're out there, just saying I was unaware of it. Actually required my degree to take a foreign language for 1 year or 2 sessions. Little Rascal, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Mandarin didn't seem feasible at the time. I do like to study a little Mandarin. Sparky, we're going to be on here until 5 o'clock, and then at 5 o'clock, I might leave a little before 5. I'm going to have to go do a grocery pickup. My thought is I'm probably going to come home and Mama and I will eat dinner, and then I think I'm liable to come back on for a little bit. Oh, look at this. GHBU. I don't know what it means over there. You think I'm going to know here? I'm living the dream, buddy. Utah Valley's having inversion issues because of them. Really? Hey, Little Rascal. That's Hinder. Hashtag Team Austin. Thank you for that, buddy. I definitely appreciate that. I'm going to be dead honest. I don't want to get rid of the Wilrich, even if I get this new one. That Wilrich has been a decent cultivator for me through the years. And I've got some money that I would have to spend on it. I know why them spots are that way. They didn't get plowed. That's why them spots are doing that. Because this spot right here, it did not get plowed. I noticed it when I came through. Hey, Tony Miff, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. How was your stream this morning? Kind of had you pulled up, but I was working on some stuff here and I didn't chat. I apologize for that. Trying to get some stuff figured out. Haven't been hazy either, so I'm going to smell them burning on the breeze. I know when we had all the Canadian wildfires last year, oh my God, you could walk out, just drive down the road and look off in the distance and you could see it. We think there was so much smoke from that it affected the growing degree units of the corn. And we had corn down here that should have been ready to harvest. And it was not ready to harvest yet, and we're sure it was from the smoke from the Canadian wildfires last year. Getting ready for work tonight? Hey, you said last night you had made a boatload of chicken wings. Is that one of the things you do a lot of there where you work? I mean, I love chicken wings. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am a chicken wing nut. And I'm slowly trying to get back into some of the hotter wings. Wings, there was no such thing as hot. Well, yeah, there was. I ran into some wings that I really respected. But I never ran into one that I couldn't eat back in the day. And that ain't the case today. Gotcha, Hinder. Better fire that plow operator. I can't fire that plow operator. That's Schwoke. He's a pretty good guy. You should have seen the job I did in the field next door. I just ran the whole field, and then the spots it missed, I went back through and ran every different direction. Some of them you just had to set and do a circle over the top of it, and eventually it went away. It was a pain in the butt. I'm pretty sure it was that column mulcher that was doing it. It just wasn't flexing any. I'm a cook there, so lots of chicken. Gotcha. I knew you were a cook, Tony, but I wasn't sure. I guess I'm not sure For some reason, I was thinking it was a golf course, and I don't know why or where I would have ever got that from, but that's what was coming through my mind. No, I did the field over here to the right. That field right of me is going to corn, and I just work it so that we don't no-till. You know, our planter, everything's tilled. The bean planter, it doesn't have to be tilled. No, of our 3 cornfields, well, heck, you can't even see it because of the hill, but there's one down there. I did a third of that. Schwoke did the other 2/3, and then this one out here, I did 2/3 of that, and Schwoke did a third. And this in here, I kind of opened up, and that was it. Schwoke finished it. He was doing it while I was working this guy over here. This map's got a heck of a haze in it. Bowling alley. That's right, bowling alley, not golf course. I remember sitting in your stream and you were talking about how you did enjoy it. And you were saying someone there used to be a big modder, but it wasn't for Farm Sim. It was for another game. And they were a big modder in that game. I remember that conversation. You said that if you went onto that game and mentioned his name, a lot of people would know this person just from the mods they did. Right now I'm harvesting the big field 77 of beans. What map, Little Rascal? On Midwest? Red Dead and GTA? That was it. I remember you having that conversation, and it's interesting the people you meet in life and what they have done outside of where they're at right now, and you get to know that, and it's like, wow, this is pretty cool. Yeah, my problem there, Little Rascal, is I've divided so many fields on so many different playthroughs, like 12-13. I've had that as one field. I've had it divided north and south. I've done so many that I don't even track my field numbers anymore to know exactly where every field's at. You know, we extended a lane off that one, and we went and did that. Oh, hold on. I was part of a raid over here. So get that switched around. Had the same person up twice. We'll get that all fixed and keep right on cultivating. I'm wondering if Demonic ain't even been up yet. He may still be asleep. No, it's about time for me to turn around and grab a refill on the water. Black pudding, isn't that what you had us eating? Well, you had me eat in Columbus with you, bud? Actually, are you at that same place? I know that stuff you had me eat. I really enjoyed it. That was very good. I should have ate a little something before I sit down here, and I didn't. I know last night it was that honey turkey breast, and then Mama got this. They're like bread, but they're like flat buns. They're supposed to be a little healthier for you. And that was kind of dinner for me last night. Oh, good deal, Klein. Oh, they have more than one of them restaurants in Columbus? I didn't know that. I know the one you took us to was very good. I really enjoyed that. I wonder, I know this would be a huge push, but you know, I've said we'll be live now until 4:45, 5 o'clock time frame. I'll be off for about 2 hours. So like 7 o'clock, we may come back on live and go for another 4 or 5 hours yet tonight. I wonder if there's any chance we can hit 200 subs. I know that's a huge goal, but I wonder if we can't do that. Track that down. I'll be honest, Austin, I'd go back to that restaurant again. That was really good. I probably still have pictures of some of the food that we ate there. I did figure out this morning how to get pictures off my phone and onto the computer. It's actually easier than I ever figured it would be. But I got through that, and I got a few of them that I don't know why. It's almost like the iPhone, when it takes a picture, you not only get a picture, but you also get like a halfway video with it. And I got some of them halfway videos knocked out. There's some pictures I don't need on here. I can take them off, but the whole reason I did that, I wanted to have a better thumbnail that I could put on. The thumbnail I went with today was actually from our Rough Time Acres farm, where we had the 2 old Massies, the Minneapolis Moline in the driveway. But every one of them I go to load, it says they're 4 megabyte, and it has to be 2 megabyte to go on YouTube. There's got to be a program out there that I can use that will shrink the size. I just don't know what program that is. Other do mod their trucks. I mod in my truck. When you have that kind of time climb, I think, what do you say, 16 hours before you can move? That's a lot of setting. You got to find something to keep you busy. I grabbed me some Cheez-Its, extra toasty. So it's one for me, one for Ziva, one for Gibbs. I can't do it that much, but I'll have a few handfuls here. I'll give each of them 2 or 3, probably 3. Then you move your hand down there and she's like, oh, my mouth's here. I ain't got nothing in my hand. I'm just here to pet you, sweetheart. Client, something I need to talk to you about, just very basic. I tried pulling a planter into Blender because it's got some stuff on it that I don't want on it. I just wanted to pull them off, and I couldn't get it to open up in Blender. I truthfully have no clue what I'm doing. None at all. $16 hours. That's something else. I love how clear the picture looks on YouTube. The only thing I don't like about YouTube's the delay. I do have to, my top screen, I've got to refresh it from time to time to get it where it's back on track. If not, I'm a half a round behind where I'm actually at in game. Oh, got you, Klein. What do we have? This is going to be strange because I might as well just cultivate right down the list here. It's going to save on me here, but I'm going to do it before we get too deep. So I'm up here. Let's go to what's harvested, seedbed, plowed, cultivated. Okay, so right here is basically our farm. This field and this field have been plowed. They need to be cultivated. This field out here, this field right here, and this field right here are done. We don't have to touch them. This is done. But I'm going to have to cultivate this one going to corn, this one going to corn, and then I've also got to cultivate this one that's chiseled and this one that was chiseled. So I might as well finish this field, just jump to this one, finish it, jump to this one, finish it, and then we're down to these two right here. And this is the difference. This right here shows as cultivated. That was the column mulcher. And when I'm using the wheel rich here, it gives you this blue color, shows seedbed, but that's just the finishing texture we get out of that. Needs to work on dinner, but have you up on TV so I can hear? Got you, Mom A, I understand. In Blender, that's a weekend task. You and me in voice chat, and I'll need a lot of coffee or vodka. You think it's that bad? It ain't that bad. Klein, I can actually show you what it is I'm wanting to do. I don't think it'll be hard to do at all. Okay, so this planter right here is pretty good, but I want to take this light. Oh, wait a minute. There's my mouse. This light, this bar, and this light. They're on both sides. I just want to peel them off. There's all I want to do. And just leave it as a regular planter and everything will be fine. That's all I want to do. Nothing bad about it. I am glad I went back when I did. Or we'd have come back and we'd have had the tractor in the woods. And that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Yeah, I got a message here. There we go. Gonna pull Tarzan. That happened. Yeah, I'd have been real close, wouldn't I, little rascal? Yeah, we don't need a Tarzan moment. Not at all. You know, if we do move over to eating a lot of healthy stuff and we have to get rid of the cotton candy, there's so many things we got to get rid of. What are we going to start doing? Put mayonnaise on a pickle? I mean, I don't know what that next step is. I don't know what that healthy step is. I have no clue. I don't know that there is one. I can tell you, celery, about the only way I can eat it is if it's got peanut butter on it. I'm not a big celery fan, cooked or not. Carrots, if they're cooked, I love them, but carrots raw, I'm not a huge fan of that. I am a, I don't know. We'd come up with something. We'll see how easy that is, because as soon as it comes into blender, it can become a pita. Well, that's why I said, Klein, I don't know how to run blender. I don't know. Death, how are you doing? Welcome in. No, we ain't making big bank on this farm. We're so deep in debt. I mean, it's horrible. Oh, Lord have mercy. Field is so big, cut into different portions. We did for our, to make ourselves feel better, because I'll be dead honest. I want to stick with the older equipment, and it's a pretty good size field. You know, we did the same thing up front. By the time we got that all put together, we split it into three. There's one over here south of the house, and then this one was one. The field I'm in's two. There's three. There's four. We split it into, but we also incorporated some of this backfield. We tied it into here too. We pulled the fence out that was there and went that route, and it's fun. I mean, there is a grind here. You know, we're running I don't know, that's a 28 foot field cultivator maybe. I think we actually thought it was 25. The wheel wrench I have in real life is a 28 footer. The one that I am working on right now as being a possible replacement is a 24 footer. And like I say, if that deal goes through, I mean, the offer's been made. We'll just see if they accept it. I've already talked to Ag Credit. I've got it approved through there. Had a dream last night of won Euro Millions, 60 million euros. Hey, I'm rooting for you to win that, Klein, to be honest with you. I kind of made the statement. We were talking yesterday. I was on my way home. Went over the pond and bought 1,000 acre farm ground in the marsh. Oh, that'd be amazing. To get 1,000 acres would probably have to tear solar panels off some of them. No, so I made the comment. I know Smethwick was in there and someone else was, and I'm not sure who it was. And I said something about I would like to win the lottery. Oh, it was Coburn and Smethwick. And I said I'd like to win the lottery and be able to build Mama her embroidery shop. And my only goal is just break even every year. I don't care if you're making money or not. We'll live on the interest. You know, I said on the farm, I said I'd like to go out and have about 1,500 acres. And my goal every year is to break even. You could live off the interest. And then you'd have your farm as your hobby. Now, I'm telling you, I'd pull into a field with the equipment looking like I farmed 10,000 acres, not 1,500, because I would have some nice stuff. You know, you got a lot of farmers out and about that kind of born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and it's not their fault. You know, their grandpa, their dad worked their butt off to get to where they are right now, and they have the ability to pass that down to their kids. That's a kudos to them. I'm not running on anyone for having that opportunity. You know, I did not have that opportunity. Now, I'm not going to say my dad hasn't been instrumental in helping me get started, because without him it would probably never have happened. But I don't have the new nice equipment. What I have is paid for, and I'm proud of it. Well, I guess the bean head's not quite paid for yet. I still owe one payment on it. But once I get that one payment in, then I'm good to go. We'll have everything covered at that point, I'll put it that way. Unless I get this cultivator, then we'll start over on that one. Why not? If you're a farmer, you gotta owe money. Dad said you always have a bank loan. Oh, Klein, you don't understand. That'd make me, I'd be so happy. I'd try to do a backflip for you. How are you doing PMC since 1984? Welcome in. Oh lordy. And this is a small cultivator for the acres. For some reason it looks like the acres in this are not adding up right, because we've definitely done more than 4.5 acres. This field here, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is field 6, and there's actually 23.7 acres in this field. And I think to make the equipment, to make everything come out right, I think I'm going to take all the farms, I'm going to double their size. If I remember right, that'd give us like right at 400 acres, which technically we've got way too many horsepower for that many acres, but we've got everything for a reason. You know, we picked up this one. This is a 1486, and as you can see, it's got front end loader on it. So we can take it off and use it out here in the field, or we can go ahead and throw the front end loader on it at any given time. and we've been using this to pick the grass up, get those bales taken care of. Oh, I recognize the PMC. I knew you were Snake Man. Hey, I keep messaging you on Discord, and I'm not getting any responses. I guess I've been touching base. You know, hey, are you okay? I just hadn't heard from you. But I was wondering. I'll be dead honest. I wanted. I had a bad computer crash, and the last copy of the algebra map you sent me, it was corrupted. I can't do anything with it, and I didn't know if there was any chance you still had a copy of that laying around. I don't care if it's. I'd like it if me and a few of my buddies could play it, but if it's just me, I so bad want to farm pixels of my own farm, and I didn't know if that was an option or not. You know, I've tried to. I guess I didn't have any other way to get a hold of you, but there. Yeah, Discord was the only way I was able to reach out to you, Snake Man. I don't know another way to do it. But no, I went back through where you had sent that stuff to me, and you better not be chewing on my chair. Me and you go fight. Yeah, that was like I said, that was the only place I've ever you and I have talked. So I tried to go. I know you have a website you took me to a couple times, and I've tried to sneak on to tried to get onto it, and I haven't been able to. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I want to play that algebra map so bad. I want to be able, you know, to put a 7800 and a Magnum in there and actually farm a couple seasons. I think that would be so cool. Oh, excuse me. I think that'd be so cool. That's all I was after. Max Soul Lover, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Max, you at work today? We're here today for about another hour. I probably, when I get going back to the front, I probably ought to send Mama a text just to make sure my times are right. Yeah, Snake Man, I'll be dead honest. If you've got a copy of where that edit is, I'd play the heck out of it. I really would. You know, you set the ground rules. Hey, I don't want it outside of here or there or what have you. I could put it on a server and not even stream it. But, you know, Schwoke, Smethwick, Coburn, Demonic, Mortar, they still play in here. And I'd love for us to be able to farm a year of what I actually farm in real life. I am so amazed on that. Nope, got today and tomorrow off. Back to winter hours, 5/8 instead of 4/10. Gotcha. I want to send Mama a text and make sure that I am thinking right. Pick up 5 to 6. Correct. If so, I'll end at 4:45 to 5 o'clock and head that way. I want to make sure it's not 4 to 5 and then I sit in here and then make her mad and she has to go get that done. That would be not good. That would be not good at all. What you're thinking? I was saying November 12th. It's already too late for. That's what I was looking at. Snake Man is just to be able to play it on 22 until 25 came out. On YouTube, this is all kind of brand new to me over here. Or we're slowly trying to grow. But I've been doing nothing but Stitzer exclusively. This in here I won't take over to to Twitch. Twitch, we're still playing the heck out of Midwest Horizon. We did just start a second Spring Creek server, and we've learned that my internet, I cannot do a my internet will not sustain 6 or 8 people on Spring Creek. So I'm going to have to get that moved over to a server so that we can bring, I mean, the amount of acres we're covering there, it's going to take 6 to 8 people to do that. And I need, you know what I'm saying, I need to have that on a server to do it. We tried to go live on it the other night, and it just kept crashing, and it wasn't the PC. The PC was handling everything fine. It was the internet. Hey, Charlie Van Nest, how are you doing? Welcome in, buddy. Okay, it is 5 to 6. Apparently we're having Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hey, Truckin' Jay, I got you too, buddy. I've had you on since the beginning. I had live now on both you and Mama, and I thought it was strange that she was on Farm Sim and you were on Call of Duty. Scratch my head going, hey, wait a minute, something ain't right here. I can to this stream. I saw in your Twitch VOD that you're trying to grow this channel. You're looking follows. Yeah, what I'm trying to do over here, so to monetize this direction, you need to have what is it, 1,000 or no 3,000 watch hours, and you need to have 500 subscribers. And as far as the subscribers goes, the latest number I can see up top's 175, and I'm just doing what I can to grow that. And then as watch time hours, we're just gonna sit and stream and talk and do our thing. Those hours are actually adding up fairly quickly. I do have grandson is going to sit down and work with me to teach me how to do shorts and what have you. Apparently I've got all the material I need to do all kinds of shorts. I just need to have the right program to do it all, and I may have it on here, but I need him to help me do them first few to get through it and know what I'm doing. That's all I'm after. Demonic, I feel so much better. Oh, gotcha. I didn't know that. Sparky. They say KFC is finger licking good. I don't know tonight whether I just do regular chicken. I mean, if she's interested, I actually need to keep that up here in case she sends me a message. If she's interested in just doing a bucket or something, I may just do chicken and mashed potatoes and you know, the sides and that stuff and go that route. But if she's going to do some sort of breast sandwich or something like that, I'll probably get my saucy nuggets and go that route tonight. Follow Don, hang around these streams, even doing something else on the side. Hey, I Snake Man, I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. I'm actually very impressed with where our hours are and how they're building up. They're increasing a lot faster than what I thought they would. You know, and I know the key is to have. I don't know for sure how YouTube works this out, because as I look at this, let's say on this stream we average 15. And I actually think that number is going to be a little higher than that as far as viewers, but let's just go with 15. So if you have 15 viewers and you do it says I've been live 2 hours, it'll be right at 3 hours. So 15 times 3 is 45. So that should be 45 hours added onto the total. And what I'm seeing, it isn't falling that way every time by any means. So like I said, I'm slow but sure. I'm trying to figure it all out on how it works, and go that route. Demonic, I do believe I answered your question. In my head, I did. I feel a lot better. I got some really good sleep last night that I really needed. I FUBAR'd. I woke up 5:30 my time. Had to go to the bathroom, and then I came in here, and then I ended up sitting in here for half an hour with Loopy and Average, and then I finally went back to bed, and my alarm was set for 10, and yeah, it was like 11:20 when I got out of bed. I hit the snooze button for a bit there. And exactly, Klein. Yeah, Demonic, I didn't remember. Demonic, if you want to jump in, you're more than welcome. I apologize, but the other cultivator is about half the size of this one. But we've, as of now, well, hold on. We got a little time here. We'll hit this. I knew it would do that. That's why I wanted to mention. So where we're at, I'm about done here, and then this field's done. This field's going to corn, so we cultivate it. This one's chiseled, we cultivate it. This in here's going to corn, we cultivate it. This in here's chiseled, we cultivate it. This one, and this one, we don't touch. And the way we numbered these when we split them up, here's field 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, west. We took this as kind of the heart and just went clockwise around the farm, and we named this west. It's over here. This is cash rented anyway. We actually own this. We cash rent this, and then we have 2 grass fields. This right here is a grass field, and this right here is actually a nice grass field. And I'm very interested in buying over and in here, because we've got some stuff that we can do over in here too. Add some grass, add some other things to it. Soon be doing a mission on Destiny 2 right now. You're fine now. Demonic, here's the deal. I'm only going to be here for a little less than an hour. I got to do a grocery pickup, and then at that point, I'll do the grocery pickup. I'll come home. Mom and I will eat, and then I'm going to jump back on here. I'm not saying that we may not buy another Will Rich. I don't know for sure what this bad boy cost. I don't think it was very expensive. 14.5, we may buy another one. I've hem-hauled around. See, it's showing 9.1. That one's 10. I mean, this is the other one we got. See, it's 4. It's less than half the size of this. I know we don't have enough horsepower for this one. This is the one we bought earlier, and it will not do its thing. It will not work. See, there are too many horsepower required there. See, and them down there are too new. I mean, I could go to this one right here. It requires 250 horse. That 1586 may pull that, but it'd be a heck of a pull. I almost want to go through the first season with the 2 we got, and then next year we'll add something else to it. It's just my thought. You want to join when you get back on? Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Tarzan incoming? Not at all. No, because see, Klein, I was actually looking at the map, and I knew where I was when I was doing that. I was prepared. I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm doing a decent job of not being Tarzan. Yeah. and like I said, I think I'm gonna go straight to this field right here. We'll get it. We'll go clear down to the end. We'll knock them all out, and then all we'll have is the front 2 fields there. Make it happen. I mean, so far in this stream, we still had about half that field straight ahead of me that got chiseled. We had that all to chisel, and we got it all done, and we've cultivated this whole field here. We will not get this one here done on this turn, but tonight, you know, my guess is by tonight we'll have everything ready to plant. Depending on how late we go tonight, we may plant some too. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, here's just an honest question. Suggestion was made to run the camera, and I guess in my eyes, I've always thought most YouTube streamers do not run a camera. Not when doing a live stream. When shooting a video they may, but when you're doing live stream they normally don't. Am I wrong on that thinking? Should I have the camera on? Should I have the front camera on? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's an honest question for anybody out there. You know, I'm going to pull a fast one here, and I'm going to do the end rows on both of these fields, both ends. I want to... So I should have the front camera on also then, is what you're saying. I mean, I've got it on. All I have to do is flip lights on and make it happen. It ain't hard. Just for a trial. Okay, let me, I got to get to a point, and I think I'll get there in the back. Let me work my ground to the back of the field where I got a straight shot, and I can set the GPS. I want to spin around. I want to grab a water real quick, and then we'll flip the camera and the lights on and see what happens. I'm going to be honest. It's pretty cool being able to sit here without the lights on and farm in the dark. I do. That's a lot easier on your eyes, believe it or not. So laptop off. Too late to start something. Nah, hey Klein, I understand. They normally don't do to editing. Doing a voiceover is what is happening. You're doing that good at running a cam. Gotcha. I mean, you know me, I'm not afraid to be on the camera at all. Okay, yeah, give me a second, because when I get to this corner back here, I believe I'm a pretty straight shot all the way across for both fields. I'll have plenty of times I can grab a refill on water and get ready to make that happen. That won't be hard at all. Let's just see what happens. We'll do it that way for the last approximately 45 minutes. And just see what happens. All of a sudden we explode. I don't want to explode on a camera. Okay, so there we go. Oh, hey, get in gear, get moving. I gotta be daggone sure I ain't got a dog right behind me. Oh shoot. What's up, lady? Huh? Sweetheart? Okay. We got that pulled off. We got a water. I am going to mix a drink up in it. I can do that with the lights on. It don't hurt anything. With the lights on, I'll actually be able to... Oh, Lordy. You see what I'm doing here? Key lights on. Now to do this, and I do have to come over here, and I don't even know where. Right there's where the Sony's at. I wasn't sure where it was at on this screen. Field dropped down south on me a little bit there. Actually, it dropped west on me. Excuse me. Okay, we'll try this again. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. What flavor? I'm going orange creamsicle. I told you guys this was a good one. Orange creamsicle from Advanced EG. I wonder if I can set that up to have that link jump in here too. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get 3 scoops in here before I get to the end of the field. There's one. Nope, there ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let's get turned around going back the other direction. Upsy daisy. And downsy. To be honest, on Twitch, you did so many things different than what they told you to do, and look where you they are. So listen to don't do it that way, or on run YouTube camera on. Well, so client, I 100% agree with that. Here's my thought. This is all a learning experience, so let's try. You know, the person that made the comment about that, I 100% trust him. He would not lead me. I'll be honest, it was Schwoke. He's like, I think you really ought to have your camera on a YouTube stream. And what's to say that Schwoke don't have the magic formula there? It might be. He may have the key there. We don't know. And until we try it, we'll never know. So, I mean, I'm prepared every stream, because when I do start out, I do run the camera to kind of welcome everybody in. But you know, so I'm prepared to do it. There's a handsome face. Cam rules, keep it on. And I can do that. I mean, let's try it. We'll do this again tonight, camera and everything, and see how it goes. You guys know that on me, there's a lot of little weird things about me. Number one, I hate to put chat into slow mode. It makes me feel like I'm failing. I try to catch every comment that comes through, and I'm going to be honest, I miss a few. I know I do. It happens. But I do the best I can. Oh geez, didn't know this was a horror stream. Hey, now I have a question. Am I allowed to have... I know I'm allowed to. Is it proper? You guys know my streams on Twitch. I think I keep them the same. I try to go kind of like that. I skirt the edge of PG. The reason I do that is because if I have a grandchild come in, I don't want them to see Grandpa sitting here cussing and carrying on. That's the truth. So, if that's the strategy that we've used on Twitch, and I have a legitimate reason for doing that, I think we probably keep it the same here. Ban this goat, dude. Driver, DJ, clutch. I'll run on camera, YouTube when streaming. But see, now that's the thing. Klein mentioned something that's a very big point. I have been told on Twitch, do this, do this, do this. Don't ever do this, this, or this. And I look at it and go, you know what? I know they said don't do it, but I think it would work, and I've done it. I have thought outside the box since day one. I took a stream that was absolutely horrible, and Coburn was here in them days, and I went from my horrible stream to putting an entire team together, and we have turned it into something special, something above and beyond. As far as this whole Renegade Nation kick, that's you guys. I'm just the face. That's all I am. I talk a lot, and I'm the face. The whole Renegade Nation family, I still to this day, I look at it like a family. It is a family to me. And I, you know, like I said, I've thought outside of the box on a lot of things. When you look at, you go back to the first giveaways we did on a kid's tray with post-it notes. I've thought awful hard. I still have that kid's tray. I still have the post-it notes. You guys remember the red R that used to be behind me that glittered? I've still got it. I thought hard about going back, even doing, so you know, we just went through an entire stream revamp a year ago maybe. We kind of changed some colors up. It looks a lot better than what it did. But I still have all the old stuff. I have 2 total sets for Twitch on OBS. I thought about going back and doing an old school stream for 4 hours and 4 hours only. Putting that glittery red R up behind me. I mean, when I look at the old, I had made a comment to you earlier, Faber, that you are going to be your worst critic. You're going to cut yourself down worse than anybody else will. And when I go back through and I look at the overlays we used, and at that time I thought they were amazing, spot on. And I get back here now and look at what we're doing today. Oh my God, lettering is not centered. It's not centered on the page or on each other. There are 2 spaces in between some words. I mean, it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. But at that time, man, I thought that was the best overlays on Twitch. I just, and you got to understand, I don't care what CX produces for me. It will always be the best thing that's out there available. You know, that's my grandson. I'm really proud of him. But to see where he has come, the amount or the quality of product that he put out in the beginning versus the quality of the product that he can put out now, man, that young man has come a long way. And you know, it's really cool. Hey, Jay Hill, Huggy Big Bear, how are you doing? Welcome in. You've come a long way since I started watching you. And honestly, so here's another question. How many people do you know will, which as I'm looking at the lights, you know what? These lights did it again. Hold on one second. I'm 99% sure these lights did it again. And which I don't know why they wouldn't stay where I had them set at. Lights. No, they didn't. But I got a boatload of shine in my forehead. So I'm going to change up, and I did this the other night while we were live. I'm going to have to turn my volume down a fair amount too. So you just give me a second. Oh, they did change. So we took this and cleared down to like 30. Let's see, that's the back one. My left one is my main one. So we want to crank it clear down to like 30. We want to crank this and clear down to like 15. and then the back one I want to crank it down to about 20. Look at that. Look how big of a difference that right there made. I can look at myself up here, I look normal again. I can look at myself there, I look normal again. I don't know why it didn't save them settings. You know what, while I'm right here, now I actually need to write them down. I'll do it later. Been watching for over 2 years, Klein over 3 years. I when I flip the lights on, and I'll see, this is something that if I was on my A game, I would have caught it sooner. What I should have done was I should have turned the lights on and made sure they were where I left them. Because they shouldn't move. But you know, when we color a night here today, I'm actually going to bring that program back up, and I'm going to write down where I've got this at. I almost look. I'm not 100%. See, I'm good over here on this side. I got a shadow on this side. I may need to take that light and go this way a little bit with it. See, these are the anal little things. When I say you're your own worst critic, you are, because you do. You will pick yourself apart. Oh my God, this ain't right. That ain't right. Oh my God, why did I say this? Why did I do that? I've questioned. There have been some questionable things that I look back on and go, did I really offer to eat that? Or, you know, because you guys know, anybody that's been here a while knows I've ate some stupid stuff. Damo started calling me bad life choice sandwich, and that one I do. It is definitely a bad life choice sandwich. You know, I know the one, and I had somebody say, well, it wasn't that bad. It was a little dry. It was the milk bone. Now, granted, the one he did was a puppy milk bone. The one I did was the biggest one they made. And my wife even suggested, she said, why don't you go out to Dollar General and get some smaller ones for that tonight? I'll be fine. Oh, heavens no. By God, I ever eat a milk bone on stream again, it's going to be the smallest one I can find. Because that milk bone about got me. Anybody was here that night and remembers I had to flip music on. I was not looking at the camera. I was staring at the music source, and I was trying to focus and take my mind out of my body, I guess. Because I was struggling with that one hard. Evolution you made in 3 years, just amazing. And I'm only feedback can't around that much I want to. No, Klein, and any feedback that's out there, good or bad, I want it. You know, I've actually got someone that's there on the outside, and I have a lot of respect for this man, and I actually have met him, but I try to assume that he is sitting watching me all the time, and I do my best not to offend him, and that's Pastor Russ. Pastor Russ is a stand-up guy. His whole family are amazing people. I got the opportunity. They were at Cedar Point one time, and they wanted to go down and eat dinner at Schwoke's, Scooter's Pizza, Bettsville, Ohio, best pizza in the world. But they wanted to go and do that and wanted me to meet them there. So I drove up, and unfortunately my wife couldn't come, so it was just me. And I did. I met them. Schwoke met them. They are amazing people. And so I do my best where that 13 plus comes in. I do. I tickle the edge from time to time, and I try not to go overboard. But I think it's a good thing. You know, I don't know who this little boy is drawing a picture of my little girl, but we go to a chat with him, and I don't care that he is only 4. What? What's going on, Coburn? Hold on, what? I don't know who this little boy is that is drawing pictures for my little girl, but we have to go to a chat with him. Oh, so you got a 4-year-old little boy that likes your 4-year-old little girl, and he's being a nice guy and drawing her pictures, and Daddy is getting defensive over this. She's 4, for God's sakes. I can hear it. Can I not? I can hear it. So we got the end rows done for both of the, well, almost. Have the end rows done for both of these fields. We can start over here on the far side going back and forth, and we'll go back and forth as long as we can till it's time for me to pull out and head to town for a grocery pickup. Mama's been busting butt, you know, all these orders she had come in at the fair and everything. Mama's been busting butt, trying to get them up and running and all. We did get all our machines in yesterday. We got our PC in. PC wasn't working. We couldn't get it to start. Finally got it to start. Well, once we got it to start, the monitors wasn't working. It's like, man, I do not want to call Damos, so I kept at it. She had sent down a USB that ran her powered USB hub up above, and I never plugged that USB into the PC. When they were down there, I found the one USB and I got it plugged in, but the one she dropped was over kind of behind me, really, and I didn't see it. And she couldn't get the mouse or keyboard to show up. She's like, man, she said, it's really strange that all the batteries would go bad in all of it at the same time. And I agreed. So I found that other USB and I said, oh my God, you know, and I'd have been so embarrassed had I called Damos and found out that was the problem. But I got her fixed. I got her up and running. Okay, dogs, you got to calm down there, buddies. I'm not sure what they're barking at. I had a message come in on Discord, and for some reason it won't show up on my phone. Let's see if I come over here and it shows up here. That was my thoughts exactly. Renegade Sport, did you unplug the device maybe? Well, we had everything unplugged when we took it to the fair. I really would like to get her backup computer. I'd like to get it up and running, because I think that's the one we should take to the fair and not our main one. She didn't take her monitors, they stayed here. But we took the main computer and all that to the fair. Man, I don't like moving a PC like that. I hate plugging and unplugging, plugging and unplugging, plugging and unplugging, you know, moving it around all the time. I'm always afraid that, you know, you're going to end up ruining a cord, you're going to end up ruining a USB, there's all kinds of things. Ah, got you, Dazzle. Dazzle, you get alert for another 20, 30 minutes, and then I've got to call it. I am going to come back, and I'm going to do more. Same farm, same map, same everything. I'm going to do it later tonight. I have to do a grocery pickup. I'm trying to help Mom out, let her stay working on her embroidery and her pressing and that stuff, and she's got a lot she wants to get taken care of before she goes on a cruise. I haven't really talked a whole lot about that, but Austin was supposed to be going on a cruise with my father-in-law. It was father-in-law, Austin, and then it was my wife's brother and sister-in-law, and Austin and father-in-law were really looking forward to it, and that all fell apart when the cancer came back. So that being said, they asked me if I wanted to go, and I'm going to be honest. Yes, I wanted to go. I really did. Problem is, I don't feel that I could do the walking and everything around the ship like what it will entail. Not right now, not with what everything's doing. And I thought, given my wife an opportunity to spend that time with her dad, you know, that embroidery stuff will be there when she gets back. Every bit of it will. And if there's anybody out there that does not understand, then I guess in all honesty, we don't need their business that bad. Really. But I just want her to be able to, I want her to be able to spend, I think it's like 8 or 9 days. They start out of Boston, Massachusetts, and they end up in Quebec. I think it's Quebec City. And so their plane flies out of Detroit to Boston, and then the flight from Quebec back to Detroit, they're an hour apart. They're on 2 different planes. So he flies out an hour before her, then she flies out. He lands in Detroit, and then she lands an hour later. Yeah, ain't that something? I mean, that's a strange one. I'm going to keep the stream going, but I am going to mess with the lights a little more. I'm not, I want to go a little bit on the brighter side. I almost feel like I look a little bit orange right now. I feel like I went too far there. So let's take these and let's go back to, that's a good square number. That's a good square number. And that's a good square number. I think that looks decent. Yeah, just me and my thoughts. So apparently we have okay. I believe. Hi, big guy. Hi, big guy. Got your bottle in here. Got your bottle in here. Good boy. Oh, there's Sissy. They're both in here. Hey, Cobra, that little boy is just your size at... Oh, my God. Guru, really? You went there? I didn't even go there, buddy. Guru, how are you doing? Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, it's over here. I want to swing that out a little bit this way. I think it's aiming too much. This in here is aiming about right. This in here I do. See what I mean about your worst enemy? How's my Truck-Tor? I don't have a Truck-Tor, Klein. Guru does. Guru's Truck-Tor, man. I told him he gets any older on his equipment, he's going to go out there with a damn sickle. He's going to harvest it all by hand with a sickle. You're going to see the you're going to see teepees from his corn. I like the old equipment, but I like there's a point where I can get too old for myself, you know, before my time. Sitting in the yard, rusting away. I asked Mama what did she order. I know she ordered KFC. God love it. Oh, Lordy. Lordy, Lordy. I found a really cool combine. Only has one corn head, though. A Minneapolis bowling combine? That would be awesome. Guys, I'm going to move that light real quick while we're right here and going. Because I'm interested to see what kind of a difference it does make. That was too easy. I figured I'd have to really loosen it up. That's a lot better. Yeah, I like that. That's better. You guys may not see a difference at all in your mind, but I think it looks better. I was looking to take some of the shadow that was over here out of it. Yes, it's really nice. It needs a grain header in my opinion, but it's pretty nice. I'm sure we could find something that would work on it, Guru. I do. I really like the Minneapolis molding. I really like the Oliver. I think they make some really good starting equipment on a farm. This one here, we went, I think we had a 1206. What'd we have turnkey? 1206, 1466, and then the two newer ones. We had a 1086 and a 1586. And we have since added a 1486. Yeah, the one I'm in right now. So we've got some pretty nice equipment on the farm for the time period we're shooting for. You know, the 1206, it still has a front end loader on it, and we will use it to load to grab hay, or not hay but wool, and get it over in the shed. We can also use it to run the hay rake, but that's about it. Most of the other equipment we run is big enough it struggles. You know, I don't know. I already got a combine project going, but why not mini mow is next. Here's the interior of this. It's got the analog dash. I'm telling you, it's legit. That's the real deal. What this tractor looked like on the inside. You know, the John Deere over here had a pretty nice little console. Brought this stuff up where you could get to it easier. I could have swore it said International up here on the top. Maybe that was a sticker some people could put on. Air conditioner controls over there. Now I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the radio being over here, but I wasn't in an 86 very often. You know, you look in the mirrors, you can actually see the cultivator and the dirt flying. Did a good job with this mod. And that centerpiece of the steering wheel, that is legit International Harvester. Not Case IH, that was International Harvester. And growing up, we were always green. So it was the white equipment company, and International Harvester always had my attention, and I was very interested in. I always felt we needed to have them. You know, I don't know. Thank you, Guru. I appreciate that. But you know, I don't know. I had a neighbor. See, he had a 4430 John Deere, he had a 1086 International, and I think he had a 7080 Alice Chalmers. And he said if he wanted comfort, he got in the John Deere. If he wanted fuel economy, he got in the International Harvester. And if he just wanted, you know, just true horsepower, drank a little more fuel, no comfort to it at all, he jumped in the Alice Chalmers. He said it was cheap horsepower. You know, and he owned all three, and I believe the guy. Cowboy Mike's, how are you doing? Welcome in. You getting your back rub, sweetheart? Tell you what, she's turned into a daddy's girl, haven't you, lady? If I had the truck unhooked from the trailer, I'd take the truck down to pick up the groceries. That way they could go with me. Yeah. Yes, I would. Nope, you stay down. We're not going to jump up, sweetie. No, we're not going to jump. Here she goes. You can see her over here to my left. She's wanting to pull my hand down so that I'll rub her belly. That's what she wants, ain't it? You want your belly rubbed. Yeah, you do. Does that feel good? Does that feel good, sweetie? Oh, that feels good, don't it? No, 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 no. No, no, no. We're not going to start that, okay? We're almost done. We're not going to start that, lady. I don't remember. I didn't use much. Disappointed. I didn't use it much, as I was disappointed it didn't have a matching grain header. I wonder if we couldn't just take that grain head mod that lets you put in different colors and what have you, and take the small one of that and make it mini yellow and make it happen. What do you think? You guys need this? Can you sit down? Good girl. Will you sit down? Good boy. There we go. Do on the platform. I mean, for the gleaners, I'll be honest, the gleaner head they got in here, it's too big for, like, the M combine. The L would hold it, but that M and the M2 would not hold a combine head that high, or that big. It didn't have the hydraulics. I don't know that you'd have to drive really slow. The throat would plug up. So we always tried to go to them heads, and I think I've got them in here. I do have to keep an eye on where I'm at so I don't end up too far and in the next field over. Yeah, see, this is a 24-foot head, and so 24 foot is 7.3 meters, and you have this in here that's 7.5. So right here's the 6 meter, and you got it at 6 mile an hour. Right there's your Minneapolis mulling colors. Right there's your head. Right there you go. And it should fit that combine decent, Guru. If you don't have that mod, let me know. I got to be honest, I don't remember where I got it from, but I'd be more than happy to pull it off here and send it your way. And you got your bean head. You know, I found an old white combine one time, white motor company. It was actually red in color, and it was a decent combine, but it was just so small. You know, you don't have that header mod. Okay, let me, Guru, send me a DM real quick, please, and just put header mod. You can even put MM header mod, then I'll know exactly what you're after. Sweetie, you're gonna stop. You are fine. Go play with your buddy. Yeah, go play with your brother. She says, I don't want to play with my brother. I want to play with you, Dad. I want to play with you. You're spoiled rotten, you know that? You're spoiled rotten. I think, I'm dead serious. If I could get a chair and set it beside me, I think they'd fight to see who could sit in the chair beside me. Sweetie, please. Please, no. Do you need water? Is that what you're telling me? It's not time to go outside yet, so I know you're fine there. My guess is they got water bottles flipped over. We're only going to be live another 8 minutes. So 8 minutes we'll get y'all hooked up, okay? You good girl. I think she may also be wanting some more crackers. Long as I keep, you know, I'm talking to you guys, but as long as I look down here like I'm talking to her, she is content. He's talking to me. She may also, this is no joke, it's at this point in the afternoon, she likes to lay down and take a hardcore nap, and she'll sit right on my lap in the recliner and take a nap. I had to get up yesterday to go to the bathroom, and come on, lady, please let me up. Please let me up. I really don't want to pee in here. I hope they like me. I feed them. Oh, Lordy. Yes, you're a good girl, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're a good girl. Sweetie, stay down. Stay. They need their nails clipped. And guys, I'm not trying to be mean to her. They need their nails clipped, and they need to be clipped really bad. And when she jumps up, that kills me. She is tearing heck out of my leg. I don't remember okay. I ain't got a lot of them in here, so it won't be hard to figure out for sure which one it is. I have no clue what that is. Oh, that's that. We added that for the auger wagon. The auger wagon we had in here for like a seed to put your seed in. We had that Kill Brothers, and it would not fill. Absolutely, positively would not fill in this map. So it just didn't. It didn't work with the map. I feed my 2, let them out more than anyone else. I'm. Oh no. They're my puppies. There ain't no ands, ifs, or buts about it. You know, they do. Now Mama gets out there and they will, they'll hang out at her feet and all of that. But, I say stop and they stop. You know, they stop instantly. Guru, I'm looking right now to see if I can, sweetie, there it is. There it is. Oh, Guru, I'm not 100% sure this will go through Discord. Let me give it a shot. We'll know in a second whether it'll go through or not. Sweetie, you need to stop. You're hurting me, okay? You are hurting me. You need to stop, okay? It looks like it's going. I just call my 2 traders all the time. Hey, Guru, there you go, buddy. You got it. And with that, there's like they're all different sizes, but you, oh no, I made it, thankfully. You have adjustable working speed on them, and you can also change the color to match. A lot of times when we were starting with like the Gleaner, and we kind of wanted that 25-foot head, which now with this 24 it works. But it, you know, we didn't have anything before that 24 that would fit them. We could do a 25-foot head there, change the color. I think it's a Case International head. You change the color to Gleaner and go, and it worked. It worked really well, and it's a good mod. I'm pretty sure. Get down, sweetie, please. Guys, I may have to get ready to call it. She won't stop. She scratched the heck out of my leg. She will not stop. You're quite welcome, Guru. I think that's what it is. I think they need water, and she is being very impatient right now. She's like, yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I see you. She winks at me. No. I'm going to turn over here so you stop. Okay. She's telling me, and granted, it is time. I need to get some shoes on and get ready to run to town for Mama. So I'm gonna stop the tractor right there. Let's go ahead and get her shut down. I think I can go backwards. We're gonna try this to end it, and we'll see how it works. Give me a second here. Look at that, it worked. Guys, thank you for hanging out today. I truly appreciate it. You know what we're doing is we're trying to pack some hours in here. We're trying to get the subscribers we need to monetize and move forward from here, doing both of them. But with that being said, again, thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate it. Guys, keep your eyes open. There is no May. Unless something falls apart, I will be back. All I'm going to do is go get groceries for Mama. We'll get everything inside put away. We'll eat. And then I'm going to come back and I'll do it again. Probably on for another 4 hours tonight is the plan. If there is a curveball thrown, I'll throw something in EOS. But I would say we'll be okay. But with that, guys, thank you everybody that hung out today. I truly appreciate it. And with any luck, we'll we'll see y'all tonight. Till next time, Renegade Nation, I love you all.